Hey guys, it's your boy Rocks. And today I want to show you how I came up with something like this. Now, let me give you a little bit of history behind this. I'm on a game development team. The game is heavily inspired by the Mother series mostly, and a little bit of Undertale. I've never played Undertale, so please don't get mad at me. I don't give a fuck about it. Now, holy fuck. In the beginning, we had a bit of discussion. I did not want to use Soundfonts because I found that as the cheater's way out, or I found it as we were trying to copy off of Undertale. And then there's, legal stuff. I mean, just, sorry. There's legal stuff involved with that, and I don't like that. I don't want to worry about that. No one does. So I was like, okay, I'll just, make music like I normally do. While I started doing that, it started sounding kind of generic and not really like stylistic. So I was like, okay, what can we do with the soundtrack to make it sound stylized, I guess? The graphics are kind of that of, Mother style and Super Nintendo RPG, like JRPG style. So could I emulate that without actually doing it? And the answer is yes, you can. And it's very easy. So for example, we got this sound here. Now, the nature of Super Nintendo is the instruments that were used, like the samples that they used for the instruments, were looped like really tightly. So you kind of have to use that idea with this. And you can kind of hear it a little bit. And that's okay because that's kind of the charm of it. Once you add the tape delay or the SNES verb, you close that off. So then we got this would be kind of like your panpipes type of sound, but I didn't want to use pan flute. I wanted to use a caval. Now then we got that's a recorder. And this. Now, what is the extra part of the charm to Super Nintendo, you say? Well, obviously, as you see, we're using one sample and we are fucking stretching it across the goddamn keyboard. It's not going to be multi-samples laid out. The C is going to be the C, then the D is going to have its own D. No, it's just we're stretching it out as much as we can. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. If you think there's something wrong with that, find a different video because I don't fucking give a shit. So here's the premise. For example, if you have Contact, you get the, when you get it, it comes with the Contact Factory library. And for example, right now we have the trumpet. All right, cool. It's not a stretched sample at all. That's fine. What you want to do to get that Super Nintendo emulation is open up Edison, click this thing here on input, and make it on input. Click on the record, and as soon as you are ready, open up Contact and play just a long C or any other note. Right click after it selects everything, trim side noise. Excuse me, sorry. So, what you want to do is you want to find that sweet spot. So right click, regions, set loop. And it's going to bring this here. And there's one down here. Now this is where the magic happens. You need to find that sweet spot. So Control D, double click to get rid of the selection. Basically, what I do, it's not as tight as a Super Nintendo one. No, this is an emulation. This is not the exact, so please don't get that confused. If you want to emulate it, but you don't want to use the samples, this is a good way. And what I was doing was I was trying to find it where there wasn't any weird like popping sound. And once you do that, just Control A and then use the drag sample and then go into here and hit use loop points. So now we'll compare what it sounds like. And then this is the contact, the original sample. So if you want to make this sound a little bit, closer, put a little bit of... And that's kind of how we're going to be doing the soundtrack. Some songs are already like that. Let me see if I have a sample. I'm not doing this with drums. I'm still trying to kind of find a way to work around that. But I want to use, obviously, my own shit. I don't want to use Super Nintendo samples. I just think that's dumb. So here's one that I've been working on. So everything in there is done in that same style except for the bass and the percussion. And I kind of really like how it sounds. So I want to see what more I can do with it. So I hope this helped you guys. If you have any other questions, please comment and I'll do stuff with your comments. And make sure you like and subscribe and tell some friends. Bye.